Hi, welcome everybody. In today's session, we will learn how we can apply protection to our Microsoft Excel. So, without wasting the time, I am going to launch the Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is going to be launched. This is splash screen. Microsoft Excel is loaded successfully. We will select a blank template from here. Here is the list of templates. You can also view other tutorials regarding with the introduction of Microsoft Excel. This is the list of templates. We will select here blank template. Okay. How we can apply protection to the Microsoft Excel workbook as well as individual worksheets. We can also apply the protection or password to the individual worksheets as well as to the entire or whole workbook. For this purpose, we will go here to the review section or review tab. Here is the review tab. We will go to the review tab. First step is to go to the review tab. Okay. After going to the review tab, we will see here a number of options or tools are available here. These tools are not only regarding with the protection or we can say that passwords of the Microsoft Excel. These tools also include such as spelling and grammar. First tool is about spelling and grammar check. Second one is about research. We can find out different alternatives of the words that are used in the Microsoft Excel. Third one is thesaurus that can provide synonyms about the words that are used in Microsoft Excel. Not similar to the Microsoft Word, as in earlier session about the Microsoft Word we also have discussed how we can check spell and grammar mistake in Microsoft Word. In Microsoft Word, typically it automatically underline the words using the red and blue line. But in Microsoft Excel, there is no particular parameter to underline or highlight the words because Microsoft Excel is a numerical spreadsheet program, not the word processing program. So if we want to, if someone want to check particularly spell and grammar mistake available in the Microsoft Excel, it can choose the review tab for this purpose. Okay, the third one is the thesaurus. Fourth one is translate. Fifth one is comments. This is all about the comments that can be embed or include or insert in Microsoft Excel sheet. In today's concerns, we are only going to discuss this topic that is about the protection of Microsoft Excel. This is about the protection of worksheet, workbook. We will also little bit discuss about the track changes. As the thumbnail, you can also view the track changes and protection of the worksheet as well as workbook is our today's topic. Okay, without wasting the time, I will like to share you how we can protect our workbook. Then we will discuss how we can protect or apply protection to our worksheet. Here we can see that there is a by default one workbook available. One worksheet is available in a workbook. We can also add multiple worksheets in this workbook. Okay, this is the workbook. If you have any other question regarding the or making a confusion regarding with the spreadsheet program, you can view the entire Microsoft Excel playlist from our channel so that you will have a clear idea about the Excel sheet and Excel workbook. What is the worksheet? What is a spreadsheet program? There are the number of worksheets that can be included in this workbook. Okay, each and every worksheet I will let you see here. If we right click on particular worksheet, there are particular options such as insert worksheet, delete, rename, move or copy, etc. These all options are available here. Okay, available means we can perform or do these tasks using this pop-up menu. Okay, now if we want to condemn or prohibit these options from our workbook, neither any user that have this workbook can insert or delete worksheets from here. We can apply protection of workbook on this spreadsheet. Okay, we will have to choose this protect workbook option from here. Okay, just click on protect workbook. This protection of workbook dialog will appear here. What we will have to do about this protection dialog is asking about we have to apply the protection about the structure. We will have to provide the password and then just we will have to click on the OK. If you do not want to do anything about this, we will have to just click on the cancel button. This dialog or pop-up will disappear. Okay, now we are going to apply this password on this workbook. I am just typing here 1 2 3. There is no certain kind of constraint that the password must have a special character, symbol, upper and lowercase. There is no particular parameter to define the password or apply the password in Microsoft Excel. I am just typing the simple words 1 2 3 for the experimental purpose. I am again typing the re-enter the password 1 2 3. Okay, now this workbook is protected. Okay, so let's see again here we cannot insert new worksheets. This is now disabled. If we right click on this particular worksheet, we cannot insert, delete, rename, move, copy, hide, unhide. The entire structure is now protected. What we will have to do for these options to be enabled, again we have to unprotect or remove protection from this book. For this purpose we will have to click it again, apply the password. Now this workbook is now unprotected, or protection is removed from this workbook. Now we can also see that again we can insert worksheets, we can remove or delete or rename any worksheet from this workbook. This is about the applying protection on a workbook. Now we will talk about how we can apply protection to the worksheet. We can also protect any particular worksheet from this workbook, not on entire workbook. To apply the protection on entire workbook, we are only selecting the sheet number 6. There are two methods. Just right click on the particular worksheet. I would like to zoom it. Just right click on the worksheet and select here protect sheet option, or click on the protect sheet from the review menu. This will apply the protection on the current worksheet that is enabled or that is on face. This is the on face worksheet, so the protection will be applied on this worksheet. Click on protect worksheet. This is to be explained here. This pop-up dialog protect sheet is a little bit different from the protect workbook dialog. Here the first option is saying that protect worksheet and content of logged cells. All cells will be logged and protected. Here are the number of options. If we look at there, we will have to first of all provide the password in first step. In second step, we can also select the options or check marks from here. What are these check marks? What are these options? These are such type of options that we can allow the user to do. Either the protection is applied here. Such like of this first one option is select logged cell. This is marked, means this feature is allowed to the user, even the protection is applied to the worksheet. If we uncheck this one, then the user will not able to even select the cells. We can also allow the user to format the cell, allow the user to insert the column, allow the user to insert the row. We can also check further options from the here. Even the protection is enabled. We are now going with the default options, select unlocked cells and select logged cells. Okay. Similar to the protection of the password of the workbook, there is no particular kind of constraint that the password length should be 8 characters, 6 characters, password must have a symbols, characters, upper, lower. No, there is no certain kind of constraints for the apply of password on the worksheet. Okay, click on OK. We will have to apply the password again. The password is now applied successfully. We can select the cells, but when we will try to edit any cell, this option will not available here. Now other thing that we have already observed, that there are multiple check boxes in the protection menu dialog. We will right click on this one. Here we can see the multiple options that are disabled because this worksheet is protected using protections, using password. Here is the format cell, that is also disabled. If we go to again to unprotect this worksheet, I am again typing here the 123 password. Now you can observe that this format cell is enabled. We can format this cell using the format cell dialog. Okay, what will be done if we select or check mark this format cell after either the protection is applied? We will have to just check mark the format cells, and many other options can also be checked or observed using this dialog box. I am just for the timing checking the format cell. Okay, re-enter the password. Okay, now the cells can be formatted. Okay, right click on particular cell. This cell will be enabled the formatted. Now you can see here the format cell is enabled. We can format this cell. This is all about the protection of worksheet and workbook. I am now again removing the protection from the Excel sheet. Now the second phase, now the second step of our today's session is about how we can track changes. As we have also show here, we will discuss the track changes, or how we can track the different changes that may be done by any user in a Microsoft Excel workbook or spreadsheet. Okay, we can do this with the help of track changes option. Here is the track changes option that will be much more fruitful and helpful in our this particular task. For track changes, we will use here the option highlight changes. Whenever we will apply this option or use this option, we will have to save this workbook before using this option. Okay, let click on this highlight changes. We can choose here the different options from highlight changes dialog. This dialog box will appear. What we want to do, first option is about the track changes. Second one is when. We can also specify here different options, who and where. Where means which cells should be tracked for the changes. Okay, we just want to click on this one and explore the options, all, since last saved, etc. We are going to all and checking the who with everyone. Highlight changes on screen. This option is on. If this option is not on, it says that we will have to save this workbook before apply the track changes. Sorry for that. We are saving it on the desktop. You can see here we are going to save this worksheet on the desktop. Okay, click on save button. Workbook is saved successfully. Now whenever we will update the worksheet of this workbook, particular workbook, it automatically highlights the changes from whenever we hand over to the particular cell. It says that the cell from M blank to 45 is modified. This flag, this little flag is showing here the changes is done, changes done in particular cell. Okay, in the second cell I am going to the 56, and in the let's suppose I am going to say here the 53. These are the changes that I have done in this cell. Okay, I am now going to save this workbook using Ctrl+S shortcut key. Now I am going to close this workbook. This workbook is available here. You will see that we have saved this workbook on the desktop. Just open this workbook. This workbook is opened successfully. Now these changes are not highlighted. Why these changes are not, or flagged is not appear on the top left corner of the cell? Because in current opening of the workbook, no change is done. Okay, we will again go to the review tab. From here we will have to go to the review tab. Okay, in review tab we will click on accept or reject changes. This is also another important aspect of track changes, or view the changes, or accept or reject the changes. We will click on, again I would like to show you, click on the second option, that is accept or reject changes. We will check the options where cells, we can also specify the cells, then click on the OK button. Here the changes will be shown one after another. It says that there are 3 changes done with this document. You can observe here, it says that there are 3 changes that are done by the Smarty with the timestamp, and it is saying that the first change is from blank to 45. We can observe here this is from blank to 45, and it is also indicating here, this change is also indicating here from blank to 45. Okay, we can accept or either reject this change. If we accept this change will be done as okay. And the next is blank to, we can also again observe this one, This says that B2, cell B2 from blank to 56. We can reject this change. If we reject this change, this will this option or this change will be undo. We can observe here, this is undo from here. We can clearly see that the B2 was the blank before the changes are saved or accepted. This is again undo the option. We can also accept this change. The changes are accepted successfully. We can again use the highlight option. Okay, it says that no option is highlighted or no changes is done. Okay, this after the save of the book, this will show that these changes are accepted. Or if we perform any kind of change if we apply the change this is also highlighting it again that this change is done. We in the last, I will like to summarize the entire protection and track changes section. We can protect our worksheet as well as workbook using the protect sheet and protect workbook option. These two options are available here. First of all is to protect sheet and second one is to protect workbook. We can use these options. We can also track our changes to the particular worksheet or workbook using track changes option. Whenever we will share this workbook to our subordinate or coordinates, then these changes will be tracked one after another. After the review of these changes, these changes are made by the subordinate or coordinators, these spreadsheet program we can view for the acceptance or reject of the changes. So nice of you. I think today's session was much more fruitful regarding with the protection and applying security on our Microsoft Excel sheets. If you like this entire session, please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.